Now let's have another look at another example. Here we have a frequency table where the values have been distributed into classes. So classified frequency distribution table. The classes are from 30 to 35, 35 to 40 and so on till 60 to 65. The total frequency is 100. The frequency corresponding to each class interval is given. Remember, when you have to find partition values such as median, quartiles, deciles, percentiles and so on, you will always need to calculate cumulative frequency. Also note that if you have inclusive class intervals, that is, suppose it was 30 to 34, 35 to 40, 39, 40 to 44 and so on, make sure that you convert it into exclusive classes and then do the same process. So cumulative frequency, I am using the less than cumulative frequency, which means number of observations less than 35 is 10, number of observations less than 40 is 10 plus 16, 26. 26. Number of observations less than 45 will be 26 plus 18, which is 44. 44 plus 27, which is 71. 71 plus 18 is 89. 89 plus 8 is 97. And 97 plus 3 is 100. I hope you remember how to read the cumulative frequency. I will always say that number of observation less than 60 is 97. Number of observations less than 45 is 44 and so on. Right? So always remember how to read the cumulative frequency table. Now the question asks us to find the quartiles. So to find the quartiles, first Q1, the position will be 1/4 or 1/4 of n. Since our capital N is 100, that is total frequency is 100. The 25th element, 25th element is Q1. Observe, check for the 25th element in the cumulative frequency table. As you can see, it will fall in this class, that is 35 to 40. Your formula for Q1, for calculating the value of Q1, if you remember, is L1. L1 is the lower limit of the Q1 class. Q1 class is 35 to 40. So 35 will be your value of L1. Okay, plus n by 4 minus m divided by f into c. So once again, let me just show you. This 35 is the lower limit of the quartile class. 35 to 40 is your quartile class. This is your f, and cumulative frequency till the quartile class would mean be m. So m is the value is 10. The value of c is the width of the class interval, which is c can be written as upper limit minus lower limit of any of these class intervals. So that's 40 minus 35 is equal to 5. So to find the value of Q1, just plug in all these values. For L1 I write 35, n by 4 is 25 minus m, which is 10, divided by f, which is 16, into 5. The value will be 39.68. Similarly, Q2 is the same as our median. The Q2 element, Q2's position will be n by 2, which means basically it's 100 by 2, which is 50. So 1 second. So the 50th element will be our Q2 or the median value. So 50, look at 50 will come, the 50th element will come in this particular class, which means 45 to 50 is our median class. The lower limit will be L. Frequency of the median class will be 27, and M is the cumulative frequency up till the median class or the Q2 class. So the value of 44 will be your M. Putting it into the formula is L2, that is lower limit of the median class, plus n by 2 minus M divided by F into C, where C is the class intervals, size of the class interval. So I can write that as 45 plus 50 minus 5, so that's 45 divided by 27 into C is 5. The value that you will get will be 50 minus, sorry, I don't know why I wrote that. It's not 50 minus 5, it is 50 minus 44. M is 44, right? 50 minus 44, that's 6 by 27 into 5. So 10 by 9, you will get the value as 46.11. So that's your median value Q2. To find the Q3 or the third quartile, Q3 will be 3n by 4. So that's 3 by 4 of 100, which means it is the 75th element or the 75th term. That would mean that your Q3 class is, this is your Q3 class. Look for the number just greater than 75 in the cumulative frequency column. Okay, so 71 is less than 75, so that can't be your median class or your Q3 class. This is your Q3 class. Once again, this is your Q3 class, 50 to 55. 50 is the lower limit of the Q3 class, that is L. The frequency of the Q3 class, F18. M is the cumulative frequency till the Q3 class, that is 71 is your M. Putting all these into the formula for Q3, L3 means lower limit of the Q3 class, plus 3n by 4 minus M divided by F into C. So putting all the values in, 50 plus 3n by 4 is 75 minus 71, M is 71 divided by frequency 18, and size of the class interval is 5, right? So your Q3 value will be again 10 by 9, so 51.11, right? In this example, we will have a quick look at say finding the 8th decile. Now remember, the 8th decile, the position will be such, of the value d8 will be such that 8/10 of the total frequency or the total number would be lie below d8. So that's 8/10 of 100, which is 80. So if you look up the cumulative frequency, if you look up, this is I think, just a second. Yeah. Now, to find the 80th element or the position of the 80th element, look it up along the cumulative frequency column. So as you can see, the 80th element will fall in this class. So my D8 class will be 50 to 55. The formula for finding the value of D8 will be something like this: the lower L plus 8/10 times n minus m whole divided by f into c, right? So let me show you. 50 to 55 is my D8 class. So 50 is the lower limit of that class. 18 is the frequency corresponding to the D8 class. M is the cumulative frequency up till the D8 class, which means 71 is my M. The class interval, size of the class interval C as usual will be 5 in this particular question. So putting all these values, I will get it as 50 plus 80 minus 71 divided by 18 into 5, which will be 52.5. So similarly, you can find the partition value of any decile that you have been asked. Just remember, deciles are those values which will divide the total observations or the total area under the frequency curve into 10 equal portions. Finally, let's have a look at how to calculate some percentile partition value. So suppose I want to find out let's say I want to find out the 20th percentile, so P20. So the position of the 20th percentile will be such that it has 20 by 100th of n below the value P20. So which means 20 by 100 into 100 is equal to 20, right? So once again, your formula will be for P20 will be the lower limit L of the P20 class plus 20 by 100 times n minus m divided by f, where f is the frequency of the P20 class, into c. So okay, let me take the red color pen this time. My percentile or the 20th position will fall in this class. So 35 will be my L, 16 will be the F, and 10 will be the M. So putting all those into the formula, L is 35 plus 20 n by 100 is actually 20, we already calculated that, minus m, which is 10, divided by f, which is 16, into 5. So 20 minus 10 is 10 by 16 into 5. So that's 50 by 16, which is equal to 38.125 or 38.13 is the value of the 20th percentile. So now I hope you have understood this example. I will just wind up this lecture by asking you this question. I told you that Q2 of the quartiles is the median. Can you tell me which decile and which percentile value will be the median? For example, I said Q1, Q2, Q3 are the three quartile values, and I said that Q2 is the quartile which corresponds to the median of the entire distribution that we have. I am asking you which percentile and which decile will correspond to the median. Okay, this is a very possible short answer question that you can have. And that's it for now.